Hey there YouTube, this is SGM4306 back with another review video, yet another Tozo product. They very kindly sent this guy in. I've reviewed two of their headphones, I believe like a pair of earbuds and a pair of overhead headphones. And so far, like, my impression is actually really good. They are like pretty cheap in terms of price, but like the performance is actually well above what I would expect given the price. So just ignore I accidentally cut myself. Anywho, yeah, so they very kindly sent these in. I've been meaning to try this kind of style of headphones. I've been on a kick with true wireless earbuds, the kind that don't have the silicone tip. They don't cover your ears. They just sort of sit right outside your ears. Those are called open ear designs. Those are like some of the best. So they're the most comfortable, maybe not the best sounding, but they are absolutely longest term the most comfortable pair of style of earbuds I've tried so far. And this style is similar to that, but it's slightly different. It actually sits differently on your ears. A lot of times those are over the ears. These actually clip onto sort of like your earlobe. Very interesting. I've seen these around. I've always wanted to try them. So when Tozo reached out to me, I was like, absolutely, send those my way. So anywho, also another thing I like is they always have like a little code thing here that shows you that it's like a real product, you know, not a knockoff version of their product. Anyway, these are open EarRing earbuds, and I got them in black. And yeah. And it has a nice big LED display, it looks like. But, yeah, we'll just, okay. And we can, I thought this slid open for some reason. There we go. And the contents are upside down. Interesting. I forgot to take a look at the back of the box. Yeah, built-in LED display, 12mm dynamic drivers, open ear, you can see here. They go not over your earlobe, but whatever that side part of your ear is called. I don't know. Whatever. Fashionable. I guess we'll be the judge of that. And they give you the charging rate in watts. That's interesting. And yeah. Oh, there's a color. And yeah. Anywho, looks like we just have two manuals and ooh, shiny warranty, activate warranty sticker. And the earbuds themselves, which I opened upside down. Just pretend I did not do that. And, of course, your obligatory world's shortest, like, 5 or 6 inch USB cord. It is USB-C, thank God. Seriously, I'm so sick of micro USB. So it's a breath of fresh air having USB-C. Because that's the cord I'm going to have with me at all times, pretty much. Just a plastic carrier. Recyclable undoubtedly, and we have the earbuds themselves, and this is tiny. The case, I'm really liking. This is a really good size already. I can tell I'm gonna like these. So have a protective film there, and then we have a matte case with a glossy screen, and we have the USB-C cable in the back. That's interesting. Not on the bottom. The bottom is actually flat, so it can stand up. That's pretty cool. And we have a pairing button. It looks like interesting. And here it says, just for good sound. You can just about see that. Interesting. It's like printed on the plastic. And we have the Tozo logo in like glossy black. This is aesthetically very nice, and I love the size already. This fits right in your pocket. It fits in that little coin pocket in your pocket. Guys, you'll know what I'm talking about. Opens up like this, and we have the earbuds themselves. Wow, these are tiny. I have small hands, so these probably are going to be bigger than what you would expect looking at the pictures of them. And yeah, we have little charging contacts in there. It's glossy on the inside, but yeah, anywhere you touch other than the screen is going to be matte. Would have been nice if the screen were matte as well, but I guess maybe they weren't able to design it in that way, or it'd be more difficult. Yeah, and this has a very satisfying magnetic clip to it, so I am going to be playing with this a lot, I have a feeling. And, yeah, press the button, turns on, it says 100%. We have these little protective bits that cover the charging contacts. And obviously there's a touch sensor on that side. This side's the actual speaker, and if I lock focus for a second, you can see there's like a little tiny mesh there. That's where the speaker is. It's in this little bulbous part. And there's like a little bass vent thing on the backside there too. Interesting. It's really hard to focus. This is very jet black. So the battery undoubtedly is in this little bit here. And there appears to be like a hole maybe for a power indication or something. And they fit right in. These are super easy to take out and put in because they have their own hooks. And yeah, you can see it's charging them now. But yeah, these are really easy. Sometimes with these small earbuds, it's annoying to try to get them to come out. But these have their own little hooks, so yeah, you can see they came charged already. They charge for like 2 seconds, and that's it. But yeah, I guess there's really nothing to do but pair these to my phone, listen to them. The LED color, by the way, is white. They look kind of blue on the screen here, but they're definitely like a pure white to my eyes. It looks nice. Shuts off kind of quick, but that's just to save battery life, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to actually pair these to my phone and use them for about at least 2 weeks. I would try to use these. And get back to you guys on what my findings are. So far, I'm getting really good vibes from this. So if these sound good and the battery life is really good, these will be a contender for an everyday carry for me. Because my favorite current pair, the Super EQ Pros, Pro 2 I think is the model number, the batteries are starting to die. They're well over 2 years old, probably about 2.5 years old by now, and their batteries are not doing so great. The only thing is this does not have active noise cancellation because it's open ear by design. But if they sound good, I probably would trade active noise cancellation for like comfort and whatnot. So anywho, I'll use these for 2 weeks and get back to you guys. Okay, so apologies to Tozo. This took me a long time to get to this video. Tozo sent these to me ages ago, and it just sort of got lost in the shuffle, and I've been pretty busy trying to catch up on a lot of things. So, but yeah, these are their, I guess you'd call them like the EarRing style of earbud, and these are very quickly becoming like my favorite type of earbud, just overall for like general comfort, not necessarily for like noise isolation, because these have like no isolation at all. They're not meant to be that kind of bud. But overall for like comfort, these are the most comfortable. They just hang off your ear. I was a bit worried this style. I've used the other open ear style that goes like the sports hook one that goes over the back of your ear. And those just are more secure generally, you would assume, because of the way that they're designed. These, I was worried that they're just going to come off pretty easily because it's just like this little bit of silicone that sort of clips onto the edge of your ear. It's sort of like if you had one of the like hoop earring things. But overall, like, I've never experienced a point where it might have felt like these were gonna fly off my ears if I was like shaking my head around, but they never have fallen off on their own without me manually, pulling them off. So they've proven to be like more secure than I thought they would be. And they are very, very comfortable. A lot of times I'll forget that I even have them on. I'll just have music playing and then I might pause to do something and forget that I even left them on. And before I know it, the battery's drained enough that I actually have to plug these in to charge. The battery life runtime on these are pretty decent. I don't think I've ever really gotten them down to completely dead. But yeah, I get a good number of hours out of these because I oftentimes forget that I leave them in my ear. They stay paired. Even if they're not playing content, they're still connected to my phone and slowly draining battery that way. So maybe that's not such a good thing, but I think that's more of a use case thing. I just have to be more mindful when I accidentally leave these in my ear if I'm trying to do something else. I'll oftentimes use things like these while I'm in the workshop, like using power tools and whatnot, because I still want to be able to hear what's happening around me, but I just want, just like a light level background music going. With this style, you do have to kind of be careful. It's easy to turn the volume up to try to compensate for noise around you. That could lead to like hearing damage and whatnot long term. So you just have to be a little bit mindful of that and to keep your volume at a reasonable level. I love this charging case. This charging case is the perfect size, form factor, just sort of pill shaped. It fits in like any pocket real easily. This is an awesome case. I definitely appreciate the indicator showing you how much charge levels left, as well as the USB-C connector. I know they made a model I reviewed in the past with a wireless charger, which I love that for the convenience of it, but it made the case, I believe, much larger than it really needed to be. So I'd be willing to give up wireless charging to maintain cases that are this small. And it does seem like there's a decent battery inside of it. It has like a heft to it, especially considering the size. And I love the aesthetics of, the glossy screen that's backlit with the LEDs looks really nice. And, the general pleasing shape of it and whatnot. And the magnets are like decently strong that pull it in. So it's very easy to pull in and out. It literally has its own handle. So it's one thing I don't really consider myself too much, but like my mom would love these because she has arthritis, and I gave her previous sets of earbuds that were hard for her to actually physically remove from the case. And also, she doesn't like earbuds that close off your ear, so like block your hearing, because she's hard of hearing in one ear, so she really only wears an earbud in the other ear, but then she can't hear what's going around her, and sometimes she gets startled if someone like sneaks up on her, unintentionally, obviously. So having an open earbud design, I'm going to give these to my mom, basically, is what I'm saying, because these are perfect for her. They're easy to remove. The battery lasts like long enough that she's not going to really have to worry about charging them too often. She'll definitely get them in the case before long. And overall, easy to put in, easy to wear, like super comfortable, don't block your ears. Yeah, these are going to be my mom's Christmas gift, basically. Other than the fact that, I put a few hours on these, but they're still nice and clean, and they work perfectly fine. So I think she'll like these. Maybe she would have wanted them in white or pink or something, but functionality is more important. In terms of like the touch controls, it's a little odd. It takes getting used to this side is the front of your head, and then the actual charging contact side is the back of your head. The touchpad's on the back here. So when you're using these, you have to tap the back of your ear lobe sort of area. And it takes a little bit getting used to. That's sort of not necessarily intuitive. So definitely a lot of times I'll forget and I'll try to tap the front of the bud with the actual speaker, and then it does nothing. And I'm like, why isn't this changing the volume or whatever? It just is different than other types of earbuds that I've used in the past. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. But yeah, overall, I really like this form factor, and I think this is sort of my new favorite. I have two sorts of uses. One where I want to hear my external environment, and these are probably at the top of the list for my suggestion for that kind of thing. And the other type of listening that I do is where I want to block out the outside world, where I'm doing something that I need to concentrate on what I'm doing, and I don't want external noise. Obviously, the active noise cancellation buds that go inside your ear canal are sort of the best case for that type of situation. But for situations where I do want to hear, I think these are like as good as it's going to get. I don't see how they can improve upon this design, honestly. And for the price, I believe these weren't too expensive. These were like the $30 to $40 price mark, I think. Probably around the $40. And yeah, these are absolutely perfect. I really wish I could have gotten this video out before Christmas, because these would have been awesome stocking stuffers for like a very wide range of people. Sound quality is I forgot to mention, is very good on these. Obviously, because they're open, you have slightly less bass, and you can compensate for that. They have like an EQ app, so you can definitely EQ the bass up to compensate for that. So for games and stuff, probably not. Games and movies, if you like a lot of bass for that kind of stuff, these probably aren't the first suggestion for you. These are really good for like podcasts and like instructional YouTube videos and that kind of stuff where there's a lot more talking than music. These shine for that, because the mids and the highs on these are much better than the bass. But overall, you absolutely can listen to music on these. They sound just fine. There are other earbuds that are like a closed design that have much better bass and like tightness of like the sound accuracy. But then again, I don't think that these are really marketed towards that anyway. These are for, you just want sort of background music that's not too loud, not in your face, not obnoxious as you're you're doing something else that you still need to maintain your hearing. These would be really good for like if you cycle basically, or if you're on the treadmill a lot, but you might need to hear what's going on around you, whatever. If you go for runs, these would be pretty good. And yeah, overall, not too worried. It feels like pretty good build construction. I wouldn't be too worried if these got splashed. I wouldn't submerge these in water, obviously, but I believe these do have like an IP rating. I think it was like IPX5 or something like that. So yeah, very happy with these in terms of functionality, build quality, everything. Definitely check out Tozo. Is one of those up and coming brands that I was pleasantly surprised for, like the quality of the item you get for the price that you're paying. They're definitely a lot more budget friendly than I would have expected, and especially for what you get. So I'm very happy with that. And overall, their sound quality on their products are very good. So I'd be very happy to recommend these. So once again, huge thanks to Tozo for sending these guys in for review. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.